My name is Judy Mowatt, and I'm here this evening to celebrate the life of Dr. Carl Pee Fraser, a man that served, a servant of God. And I know that a lot of times when we talk about a person and we talk about the good things that the person has done, we have not mentioned who is behind the person, who created the person, who gave the person the talents and the gifts that they have, that they display so well to us. Brothers and sisters, I'm here to give thanks to God for His goodness to us, for sending a man like Dr. Carl Pee Fraser to us, to our generation. I don't have words to express how this man has impacted our generation. I was in a taxi recently, and I was on the phone and I was talking about Pee Wee, and he said, "You mean the roots doctor you're talking about? You're talking about the doctor who served the people in a Denham town, the people in a Tivoli, the people in a Rosetown. When the man that was at Kingston Public Hospital, all the ghetto people come, and they come to see Dr. Carl Fraser. Because Dr. Carl Fraser never turned away anybody. He would say to you, you can wait. And if you can wait, if you have the patience to wait, if it took 10 hours, he is coming to see you. And when he's coming to see you, he's going to give you the time that he would have given to anyone else. And sometimes the person that he's seeing doesn't have $1 to give him. And Dr. Pee Wee would take out money out of his pocket to give that person a bus fare. And he would provide the prescription for that person. That was the heart that that man had. Somebody said this man had about 5 hearts inside of his chest, which is true. My first encounter with Dr. Carl Fraser, I was at the 12th Tribe of Israel headquarters one night, and a car drove in, and a gathering was outside, brothers and sisters. And this distinguished looking man came out of the car. I think Alan Cole was the one who was the driver. He went for him because he had arrived at the airport and they brought him to the HQ. And he was talking to us about our African history. He was talking about world affairs, and everybody attentively was listening to this man. He had so much knowledge on world affairs. He was just talking and we were listening. And then he said, if anybody have any health issues, we should join the line. And when I joined the line, and when it was my turn, I told him what was happening to me. I was having a bladder problem. And the doctor said to me, when you piss, it burn you? And I looked at him. I was taken aback because I didn't understand. I understood what piss meant, but I never expected him to say that. But he was trying to be as down to earth as possible because he wanted to know that we understood what he was saying. And I said to myself, I really respect the man, because it's not that he wants to insult me, but he wanted to make sure that I understood what he was saying. I usually have a health fair in Bath every other year. And I asked Dr. Fraser one year to give us his service, because we had doctors from all walks of life that gave their services free to the people of Bath. The doctors that came in were dentists, pediatricians, and all of that. And he came and he served the people. And when he had finished, his driver was waiting on him outside. It was getting late, and all the other doctors were gone. And an old lady came in, and she said, I live all the way up on the hill there, and it was so hard for me to get a transportation to come down. And Doc said to her, well, everybody is gone, and I pack up my bag already. I don't think I can see you. And she looked so disappointed. And Doc took her face and he cupped her face in his two palms. And he said, look at her now. Just look at her. And he went in his bag. Oh, that bag that had everything for every ailment. He went in his bag and he took out his stethoscope and he was doing what he normally did, tested the lady. And when he was finished testing her, he gave her medication and he sent her on her way. Then he packed up his things and he left. I've never seen anybody with such a heart. I wonder to myself, where in the world can we find another man like this? I remember going to his house, and when I go to his house, if it's in the morning, early morning, you would think it's a clinic, because you would see people from the elderly, male, female, children at the veranda, in the living room, waiting to be seen by Doc. And he would never turn back anybody. So I am amazed at this one man. I want to say too that he was the I3's doctor. And I can tell you, he was like a miracle worker for me, because I have a low blood pressure. And whenever I get weak, sometimes I can hardly stand up. And I go to Doc, and Doc would give me a drip. And after that drip is done, I could walk on the top of the world because I was so energized. I have sinus drainage. It drains to the back of my throat. And if I have a concert tonight, and I go to Doc at 6 o'clock in the evening, Doc give me a drip, and when I'm done, my throat is cleared, and I could sing like a bird when he's finished with me. And I know that there are so many testimonies about this one man that God has given to us. And I again want to just say, I am grateful. I'm grateful for this servant. I'm grateful for this true man of God. This man that I don't know. I don't have words. I can't find words, honestly, because this man gave himself sacrificially, selflessly to every one of us. And it is sad to know that even before he passed, I heard that he was alone in that hospital. And before he went to that hospital, he never had that bag. That was the bag that had all the healing agents and the properties to heal every complaint. But he did not have that bag for himself. It is sad, but I just want to say, God knows best. We will grieve for a very, very long time, but we have good memories. We have a lot of good memories to cherish in our hearts. And again, I just want to pay my condolences to his family, to his friends, to everyone that is connected. And I just want to say, God, I thank you for sending to us Dr. Carl Fraser, affectionately called Pee Wee.